Welcome to all of you to the 44th edition of the International Film Festival of India. So I see a lot of friends right in front of me, and I'm very happy to announce that we have one more edition that I'm sure that all of you will really enjoy in terms of the film content that we have been able to bring to Goa this year. So very briefly, I will go into the broad features of the festival. The Honorable Minister, Mr. Manish Tiwari, had a press conference in Delhi where contents of the festival was unspooled to all the press people. I'm sure you have you got your catalogs, the foreign and Indian catalogs? So that will be given probably after the press conference. This year, for all of you, we have also brought the catalogs on CDs. So both the foreign and Indian catalogs are on CDs also, which we will share with each one of you. So it will be very comfortable that, for your written material, you will have these CDs that you can carry with you, and it will be a very comprehensive thing, far more comfortable than carrying a very bulky catalog. So that has additionally been taken care this year, that we ensure that all the material content is with each one of you who's doing a daily reportage. Now, since the last 2 years, we have been having a series of changes within the festival in terms of upgrading it and bringing it, at a higher level. So I will share all these things with you. I'll unspool all these things with you gradually. But with these brief introductory remarks, I would also like to share the dais with my colleague, Mr. Arvind Bugde, who is the CEO of the Entertainment Society of Goa, and we have been working together. He is representing the state government, and of course, as you all know, that the state government is responsible for all the infrastructure that we have for the festival. So both of us, as part of last year's measures, we had decided that we would have more interactive sessions with all of you, so that we get a feedback once in 2 or 3 years after the festival opens. So we will follow the same pattern. Both of us will be available to the press at the media center for informal discussions, interactions on your feedback and what needs to be spruced up. So with these few words, I will hand over the mic to Mr. Arvind Bugde. Let him give his introductory remarks, and then we'll come back to the content. Thank you so much.
Friends, we have been coordinating with the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the Director IFFI, and all our efforts are to provide best of the facilities to the delegates. We want to see that they have very pleasant experience here and they go out with the best of the memories. We have tried to renovate a lot of things which were really old, and the work is still was going on till yesterday, and we are now totally ready for the festival. With the efforts of the IFFI Directorate, we are trying to showcase best of the films which would enrich the knowledge domain of the delegates. I am very hopeful that we will be able to address whatever little issues you may have during the course, during the interaction we will be having in the days to come. If you have any problems, you should feel free to address to us at any time. Thank you very much.
As part of the special efforts in the last, since 2011, as part of the efforts to upgrade the International Film Festival, a series of measures have been taken, and we are following that implicitly in this edition of the festival also. So we had reintroduced the Lifetime Achievement Award for the opening function. In 2011, it was conferred upon Mr. Tavernier, Bertrand Tavernier, from France. In 12, it was conferred on Mr. Krzysztof Zanussi from Poland. And as a continuation to that, the very eminent Czech filmmaker Jerry Menzel would be conferred the Lifetime Achievement this year. So this is third in a row that we will be conferring this Lifetime Achievement Award, which will be conferred at the inaugural function on 20th by the Honorable Minister for Information Broadcasting, Mr. Manish Tiwari. Along with this award, there's a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees, which would be paid in US dollars. So that's the highlight of the opening. And also along with that, a new award has been introduced this year, which is the most for the Indian personality of the year. So that has been conferred upon Miss Wahida Rahman. So that also goes with a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees to be conferred by the Honorable Minister for Information Broadcasting, Mr. Manish Tiwari. So the year, yeah. So this is a new award that has been introduced from this year onwards. Besides this, the Centenary Award is also there, which will be conferred at the end of the festival. So the Centenary Award is normally given on 30th, along with the awards in the competition section, which is to be selected from three important sections of the festival, which is the competition section, the Cinema of the World section, and the Indian Panorama. So that process will happen once the festival starts. So that is conferred at the end of the festival on 30th of November. So the new addition this year is the award at par with the Lifetime Achievement we have for the Indian Personality of the Year award, which has been conferred on Wahida Rahman, Ms. Wahida Rahman. Now the chief guest for the opening, as you all know, is Susan Sarandon, internationally well acclaimed actor from Hollywood. She would be the chief guest. And of course, all of you know who Susan Sarandon is. She's done more than 100 feature films. She's been a 5-time Oscar nominee award winner. She's also won the Oscars for Dead Man Walking. She's also she's an activist and also a lifetime member of UNICEF. She's an ambassador for UNICEF. So she has it's a very international profile that she carries, and she would be here as the chief guest for the opening night. Now, besides Susan Sarandon, we would also be having Majid Majidi as the guest of honor, and there would be a few Indian eminent personalities like Sri Kamal Hassan, Asha Bhosle, Madam Rekha. So they would also be there at the opening function as guests of honor. So this is a departure from the previous editions of the festival, where we used to have very eminent Indian film personalities as the chief guest. So this is a conscious decision taken by the ministry and the steering committee of the International Film Festival of India, headed by the Secretary Information Broadcasting, Mr. Bimal Julka, to have an international personality for the opening function. So hopefully we shall be continuing with this trend because it was felt that the festival is an international event, and therefore it must have an international personality as well. Besides that, there are a few firsts in this festival which I am sharing with you. As I already mentioned, the first is that we would be having an international personality as the chief guest. Mr. Wendell Rodrigues, the very eminent and popular designer from Goa, would be designing her gown for the evening function. So that's something that we have brought him on board. Since 2011, we have had eminent artists giving the theme and design, overall theme and design for the festival in order to bring a certain uniformity in the color and design of the festival. For 2011, we had the eminent art director, Mr. Tota Tharani from Chennai. Similarly, for 12, we had Mr. Desai from Bombay. For 13, we are having the very eminent painter Pula Gogoi from Assam, who is the designer who is given a theme and color to the festival. So you will find that his designs and his vision with regard to this particular year is splashed over all the posters and the catalogs and the hoardings and the advertisements that you are seeing. So this is a measure that we started in 2011, and we hope to continue with this. So there's a uniformity in the theme and color and the design of the festival. So Mr. Pula Gogoi is a very eminent painter from Assam. He's also made films. So Assam and the Northeast, I will come to that later. We are having a dedicated section on that. But besides that, he's done the entire thing. So that's the first bit we are doing. For the first time, we are doing a major section on Northeastern cinemas.